Hey y'all, welcome to Vibrant Vibes. It's live. Hey, let y'all know it's a good reel. Sit down and watch and just chill. It's Vibrant Vibes.
Hey everyone,
Hey.
welcome to Vibrant Vibes Podcast Season 2. This is episode 11. Here with us is Gio and Precious. What's up, y'all?
Okay, so let's start. Who shot the shot?
Damn. Straight to it.
Yes, let's get into it.
Okay. I shot the shot first. Slid right up in them DMs. So what you been up to? What are you doing? Is that what I said?
What you doing later?
Trying to link?
Smoke. That was our thing. Like, just we would link up and smoke. Sometimes we wouldn't even talk. We'd just
Listen to
sit in a
music.
whip in a random ass park and just get high.
Yeah, you know
And
what?
it was like that for years. And then
But that's a
just
good
randomly
way to
hit me
get
up.
to know somebody, though. Instead of constantly doing things and like being distracted,
Like,
or
let me
like
pick your brain. You know, seriously, you know what I'm saying? When you sit there and smoke and chill with someone, like,
no,
and
but
really
that's
talk.
what I'm saying. Like if you like, a lot of times people go to like, okay, go to a movie. You're not talking those 2-3 hours, so it's like,
I'm asleep.
yeah,
Mm.
for real. And then you're drowsy after. You're like, I'm ready to go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I shot my shot first and just transpired from there. We just never left each other.
the only time we've been apart is
When
the
I was in
days that she
Cali.
went to Cali. That's
Yeah.
it.
When I went to Cali and then when he went to
Texas.
Texas.
Ever since then, every single day.
Soul
Together.
tie, twin flame.
I don't like the term twin flame anymore. I'm not going to lie. Because the more I look at it, I'm like, twin flame? I don't know. The meaning behind it, like, so from what I've read, is very, like, toxic and, like, you're mine and I'm yours. And it's just like, I don't feel like that's what this is. I feel like this is very, like, you're your own person. I'm my own person. And we can be this one.
Come as one.
Yeah, together.
I feel like, so it's so great. Like, me and you are both like very spiritual.
Mhm.
Like, I learned about you and I met you and stuff. And like, when it comes to twin flame, like, I always say sometimes like he's my twin flame. But
Mhm.
I've always said that because it's like I feel like we mirror each other a lot.
Mhm.
And I don't know if it's because when you, it's like you said, like when you two, like you guys met, now it's like you guys are inseparable. So when you're with someone every day, it's like you kind of almost start to like form into one.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like I look at twin flame obviously as a positive, like,
Yeah.
not toxic. But it can be. I've read about it too. It can be a form of
I
like,
guess it goes off like experiences too. You know what I'm
I
saying?
guess it's like if you look at it as a perspective of you are mirroring someone, but is it in a positive aspect or a negative?
Right.
Negative, where it's like, are you seeing a lot of flaws out of yourself, or is this person bringing this out of you,
Mhm.
or you see this person and are you guys just kind of like
I
one?
feel like that goes like along with just women and men. Period. Like something you give a woman is what she'll take that and multiply. You give her bad energy, she'll take that shit and multiply that
Yes,
shit.
agreed.
100%.
And like you said, it's either you're doing it with the right person or the wrong person.
Mhm.
My
Sounds
mom,
very true.
you know, like trying to be yourself with somebody who's being themselves isn't easy. So, like, obviously, with our happiness comes a lot of stress and, you know, moments where it's like we question ourselves and each other. So having conversations with my mom, like my mom lives in Florida, so all we have is conversations for each other.
Mhm.
And she told me something a few weeks ago that really put into perspective. She told us actually. She was like, one thing you guys need to realize is you fell in love with each other because of who you are. So don't stop being that to each other.
Yeah.
She was like, even though you want to exist with each other, you want to be with each other every single day and live with each other and be each other's lives. Like, don't stop being you because that's what he fell in love with to begin with. And like, I think that's what this is right here. So we couldn't be a soul tie or a twin flame because who she is to me every single day is what keeps me here, and who
Yeah.
I am to her every single day is what keeps her here.
Yeah. And when you meet that person, and that's when it comes down to like when you get old, you know, when the years go on with your life and stuff, what that person is, obviously, are you going to be together or not? Are you meant to be with that person? Is you're going to learn through those years in life and you're going to grow with that person. Are they helping you grow, or are they helping you more like,
Transgress, or you know what I'm saying? Like, are you able to grow with me? Are we able to elevate and align.
And that's where you see
you know?
people are gonna stay in your life, and then there's me people are gonna.
And then considering I've known Precious for, is it 10? I think it's about 10 years. And I've seen you go through so much. This is the most I've seen you thrive in a relationship.
Yay,
And
Gina.
it's honestly, and like y'all compliment each other so well.
Mhm.
And it, like, you can see like the happiness, and it's so pure.
Yes, ma'am.
And I love it.
I love it for me too. Shit.
Period.
Fuck.
No, it's a lot, especially nowadays. Like,
Especially the stuff that they listen.
Mm.
Especially the stuff that they post on social media. Like, I understand the stuff with filtering like your brain, but like the second you pop up on Instagram, you can't help but see them videos, you know.
Mhm.
And it's like every other video is talking about how bitches today are just so independent, how they can do it all by themselves, and how they don't need a man. And I'm just like, wow, yeah, I never want to feel like that because
No.
I need my man.
I need my man. My man takes
I
care of my
mine.
car for me. What did he just do today? Like the other day, goes to the store. You need an oil change. He went to the store after work. After he worked 10 hours. You know, you guys do that. We know. We watch y'all.
I'll take it to get the oil change. I won't try to do something
If
that
you pay
I
for
don't
it
know
and you-
for sure what to do.
At the end of the day, as a man, and that's okay. As long as I feel like as a woman, as my man, like that's just a way of showing your love language too. Like that's what I noticed with him. Like he's very affectionate man. I'm sure the same way with her. I can tell. But one of his love languages is I love you. I'm gonna show you as a man. Like okay, you need oil change. He did it for me. He went to the store, bought everything, and took care of it for me. Like that's a man.
Yeah.
You see that she needs help with her car. She needs oil change. Let me go take your car to get it fixed for you. Let me go pay for that for you. All right, I got you. That's what a man does. And like as a woman, I know you're very independent too. I know you got your bag. I know you know your hustle. I know we know persons. But we always need that soft girl in us.
No, 100%.
And when you do have that man that brings that out of you, it's a good feeling.
yeah,
And
no,
every girl
listen,
needs that, and I think every guy needs that too with a woman.
No, 100%. And I've always like this goes into not just being an independent female, you know what I'm saying? Like there's other shit that leads a person to being this hard exterior person, you know what I'm saying? Down to family shit, down to being that friend, that family member that everybody counts on, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like who's gonna have your back? You know?
Who's gonna pour into you?
Yeah, so it's like when you have somebody that brings out and is able to create that nurturing environment for you to just kind of
You
be
need that
soft and-
safe. You need that person that's your safe place.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing that. And like as the years go on, and like as you get older, like you said, like you can be that. And like traumas. I mean, there's so many things that can cause you to be that person.
but
like
you don't have
I used to be a
move
shell
in
that person.
yeah.
And then once I started, like you notice that you start to heal through a lot of things. That's when I noticed I've started to open up a lot more. You know, my trust has been more open, more, and not anything due to relationships, but it could be from
In
friendships.
general,
it could be
yeah.
from family. I've lost a lot of family through
Mhm.
like not even the 2 years, you know, and it's like it opens your eyes to a lot of things, you know, and it causes a lot of walls and all that. But when you have someone who's just like your safe place, or even like a friend, like I believe in friend soulmate.
Yeah, 100%.
Her, you know, I can call her at 4 a.m. if I need to, and come to her house if I need to be at her house, you know, because if something happened. It's like you need that friend at the end of the day that, you know, you just need that safe place, whether it's a boyfriend, you know. And if you have that, like I know you probably feel the same way with her too as a person, because y'all been friends, you know.
That's my rider.
Locked in.
I can tell you, I may not have known you as long as you've known her, but I've known you for a minute, and I know you're a good person. I know what kind of heart you have and the energy you bring to the table, you know.
Yeah. 100%. It's always going to be like genuine, and you know what I'm saying? Like so many people in the world, people closest to us move with ulterior motives, and you know what I'm saying? Trying
People
to
are
one up
sneaky
you or all types of
nowadays.
shit. It's just
Or
like,
people want to figure out how can I get to the ladder before you, or the top of the ladder before you, so I'm going to do this to you, but you won't know, just to get ahead of you. There's a lot of people
done
like
in the
that.
dark, come out in the light.
Yes.
Always.
No, seriously. I've seen that, and it's just, And I feel like people that do that, what comes around goes around, and karma will get you.
Yeah.
Karma will do its work.
I remember we always used to talk about that shit. Like when you would come over and like smoke or whatever. Like our conversations have always been very.
They get real deep. She'll call me like, what me and her just talked about. I'm like, what? Like, damn.
Like some soul searching
It
shit.
got real
It was
deep.
like, yeah.
It just happens. And
But it's
that's okay.
If them conversations aren't like that, I don't even want to have them.
Period.
You know.
I feel like it's just when you get older, it's like that's like a grown. I mean, anything could be a grown woman conversation, but like even deep conversations when you can have with someone genuine, it's like that's like a grown woman conversation, grown adult conversation. You know, I'm sure you guys have some spiritual, conversations. I know you guys got a spiritual connection with each other.
Oh,
You know.
100%.
You guys want to talk about? Okay, question. In your guys' eyes, or maybe in a man's eyes, 'cause I know she maybe like to listen. We us women do. What do you believe is like a spiritual connection between you and her? Because I know you probably feel that you do with her. I guess how would you define like spiritual connection with someone?
I mean, something to feed the soul, a way for us to feed each other spirit. We sometimes shower together, like we literally
Like
bathe
wash
each
each other.
like wash each other.
It's like you're washing
You know
away
what
like
I'm
the
saying?
energy.
Yeah.
Like for real.
Yeah.
We'll sit in the dark and like just put a little flashlight on the phone or something like that, and just we'll do that, or like she'll massage my body. She instead of me going to the salon, she'll do my feet at home while we're chilling. Like we just take care of each other in ways that we don't take care of ourselves.
And when
You
you
know.
have someone to take care of, like I was saying about him, like he takes care of my car. Oh, I see you got this going on. I'm gonna do that for you. And you like us women, like I can tell you, us three women sitting on this couch, we don't need even her. Like she can take care. I've watched this girl hustle her ass through these years. She don't need. She loves you, but she can take care of herself. But you know
Absolutely.
that. You know that. And it's just like us as women, like she don't need a Chanel bag, but she can get one if she really wanted to. She don't need this, and she don't need you to buy her that, but she can get it if she wanted to. You know, us women, like we generally just like care about the littlest things. You know.
I swear, it really do be the little things.
Yes. Like I don't need nothing big or crazy. Just like you show me like you care about me, or like this and that, or like you notice things that I'm not even realizing that you're noticing. That's how I know that you care about me. I feel that. Any questions for me?
I know I'm trying to think.
It's your.
I
Well,
know
she's
she-
my friend
That's
too.
your
But
no, she's
you
not
know
my-
how? Okay, wait. How long you two known each other?
like 10 years.
How did you, school?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I
French
thought.
class.
French.
French class was a wild one.
It was.
Yeah.
Is that where the bad kids were?
No.
What
Miss
year?
Manhart.
Second year, first year? Because we took French 1 and French 2 together.
Okay.
Yeah, we gave that teacher hell.
We did. Sorry, Miss Manahar. But we were good. We were good.
Ish.
I was good. I wasn't
I'll never forget. Okay, you can edit this part out if you want to, but I'll never forget when I really started smoking weed for real, like in high school. So I would get high before class. You know, I had my own car, so I would drive to school, or like I would skip lunch and like leave and come back. You know. So I can't remember when we had French class. Was it after lunch or before?
before lunch.
Okay, so I had to been in the morning. So driving to school, fucking smoking. Listen,
In
oh,
the morning.
it's like 6 in the morning. Like,
Oh, hell no, you were gone.
Because I feel like we had it
Her eyes
in
are
the
barely
beginning
open
one
driving to
year and
school
then
in
at
the
the end
morning.
1 year.
No, don't play with me. I look so normal.
You
So-
had it all figured out.
So normal, right? I came into school, my dumb ass. That wood I smoked, I put it out. So, you know, wood stink worse after you put them out. Put it in my backpack.
Oh my god.
Dumb bitch. Precious, I love you.
didn't.
I put it
In your backpack.
And then I went to French class. Tell me, the entire room was just done. Everybody was looking around like, what the fuck? You could just tell Miss Manahar's face. I'm just looking around. I'm like, who the fuck?
Did you
My
get
ass-
Who is
Not
that?
thinking about the
After
fact
all
that
these
her
years, I
ass
would have
smell
definitely
like
never
weed, too.
known that.
I'm like, who is that?
Did you
No,
get
fuck
caught?
yeah, I knew it was me. No, fuck no. That bell rang and I just went out that
Oh
door.
yeah, dude, I would have been out that month.
Y'all want to hear some crazy shit I did in high school? So,
You look like you were bad as hell. What you do?
no, I just like
Baby
making money, so I
kid.
was selling drugs. I just like selling drugs. I was a student athlete up until my freshman year. My freshman year, I broke 4 toes sliding to third base playing baseball for my school. And then that's when I transferred schools from that school to like the public high school in Southwest, and my big brother, he would make brownies, and they were called space brownies at the time, and this was before edibles were edibles. So like his edibles were edibles,
You were gone.
like days,
You really were
days
gone.
upon days. So one of my brothers that lives in Mexico now, he got deported. He still went to my old school, so he would go to school with 3-4 trays and flip them, and I would go to school with 4 or 5
And this
trays
is way
and flip
when
them.
like shit wasn't
This
even
was like
legal yet.
2013,
Damn, so you guys were making
2012.
money.
You know what I'm saying?
You were
So
making
I'm
money.
I'm a freshman, sophomore, and by second hour, I'm already 4 or 5 trays in, and
God damn.
my
Wait,
brownies-
you like sold like selling or
selling
eat?
the brownies.
Oh my god,
selling
I
the
thought you
brownies.
meant eating. I'm like,
No,
boy,
no, no.
are you
was-
okay?
I ate them sometimes.
I mean, damn, it's like a trace.
But I was selling them, and I would tax the freshmen like 20, 25 a brownie, and then selling to everybody else 10, 15 a brownie.
Oh my
Damn.
God.
Yeah. It was crazy. And I started selling to all the athletes. So all my boys that were hooping, all my boys that were playing football started eating the brownies, and they just started tweaking. Like they didn't have self-control,
Oh my
and they
God.
weren't sleeping. They were going to practice and just overworking their bodies. One of them took a brownie, ended up laying in the gym floor and like just passing out. They called the ambulance on bro, and then he went to the hospital, and they had to flush his system because
my
like
He
it
was
was
so
that
high.
he was so high.
Damn, I wonder how many like.
He ate like a brownie and a half. I swear to God, a brownie and a half.
That's a
And
lot,
That's a
though.
lot.
Yeah. And then another one of my boys, rest his soul, he ended up passing away when we were younger. He took a brownie and ended up just crying for his mom.
Oh my God.
Like, I want my
Oh,
mom
he really
eat. I
went
want my
paranoid
mom
for
eat.
real.
And stayed at home for 3 days because of how high he was. And that just,
But you can really get uncomfortable for real. Like, remember?
Yeah.
that was like
I
our
got really
craziest
messed up
blowout
one
with
I
time.
can't
brownies.
do it.
They had to check me for my neck for my breathing just because I
Oh
was
my
so high off an
God.
edible.
Yeah,
I don't remember. Yeah. I mean, the next day I didn't feel good. The next day.
I always feel
I
so
don't-
like I can't breathe the next day. Like you ever feel like that?
My body feels heavy off edibles.
Yeah.
Like,
Ugh, man, they just give me like when I would do them like spins. Like I just get really like spaced out and like.
I
wanna
don't like that
sleep
kind of
for
high.
days.
Yeah.
Yep.
Want to
I
eat
like that
fucking
shit though.
everything.
I haven't had an edible in a really long time, but I could go for it.
You know what I could do? I had years ago, and low key, now that I'm older and know more about edibles, I won't down the whole thing. But the edible, like Kool-Aid, bitches are
I
good.
tried that a long time ago. I tried the red one, and you like it had like the hint of like you're always gonna get like
Yeah.
some kind of hint.
Yeah.
It tastes just like it though. You
My
can get it
God,
from
it's so good.
dispensaries.
Really?
You guys ever tried THC lean?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so people started making lean, liquid THC lean.
This legal?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. I
And
just
They sell them in the disposed, no?
it was my boy T Rose's birthday,
got my drawer.
like 4 years ago. It was my boy T Rose's birthday, and I took a whole entire 16-ounce pint and put it in one pop,
Oh shit!
and it was just me, him, and one other person. Drunk that whole thing.
Oh my God.
You guys were
I woke up
gone.
in jail.
Oh.
Do you know what you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I had my gun. So it's Cinco de Mayo. Went to
Shit.
go get some. I shot some. We sipped it with my cousin. Kicked it for a second. I shot some plays. Went to go grab some tacos. I'm standing in the taco truck line for like an hour, and I just got this brand new clip for my gun. It was a fucking ladder extendo, and I loaded it up. I was all excited. I put it in my gun. And I go and stand in the taco truck. I always got a tendency to put my gun in my pocket the same exact way. So like I put it in my pocket the same exact way, and
Just stick it
my
out.
mind didn't think about the concept that I just got an extendo clip. So the whole entire clip just sticking out of my pocket for like almost an hour in this taco truck line. And I get up to the front, ask for my tacos, and he's like, "We ain't got them." I'm like, "Damn, y'all niggas out?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I was pissed that I stood in that line for hours. So I'm walking towards my truck, and I just see like 10 cop cars swarm me.
Just because you had your gun out like
Yeah,
that?
I was carrying it illegally, but like because of who I am and I make music, so like me and my cousins, they were trying to indict us at this time, like because of all the music that we were making. So because of who I am in the Southwest, like they were on my ass, always pulling me over, trying to flick me and catch me with guns. So they caught me with a gun, but their dumbasses didn't realize it was my gun, and it was registered and it was legal,
So
but I was just carrying it wrong.
and that's
That's
exactly how
wild.
shit can happen
Yeah.
sometimes.
That happened to me off of Pioneer.
Damn, man. Damn. Did you know? Oh, you didn't know that?
Yes.
See, you never get caught with me.
I don't need to. We got CPLs now. We got CPLs now.
Bad bitch.
No, I always say that because I always have good luck with cops.
Really?
Yeah.
You are right.
Like, I mean, besides like getting like traffic tickets and shit like that, like
Yeah.
I don't be fucking ending up in jail or whatever.
No.
Or like if we get pulled over, I'm just like this. Oh, whatever. Like God handled this, and whatever happened will
God's
happen.
work now. It's in God's hands now.
Shit, I might need
Let's
to
just
do me
roll with
shit.
For real.
Got any questions? See, I learned a lot about you, Gio. Thank you.
What attracts y'all to each other? Like, what attracts you to Gio? What attracts you to Precious? It doesn't even have to be physical.
No, it's never physical. We were just talking about this.
Yes,
How like
y'all
I'm like
sapiosexual.
I'm very
He goes deep.
sapiosexual. I am. So like the mind intrigues me. So like if you can talk me through something, because I know myself very well. I get hot headed quick. I get irritated quick by tones and like why you give me an attitude. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want to be like that. I'm trying my best to have some patience. Okay. But sometimes it's just very like automatic trigger, you know? So like if you can talk me through something and be soft and be that kind of bigger person when I need it, then it's like it just melts my heart. And I feel like he does that for me a lot of the time, like 99.9% of the time.
Calm. He's calm.
And I need that because, you know, like I've dealt with a lot of chaos in my life, even
Yes.
fucking being at work, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like,
So you're probably always on flight or was it flight or
Fight or
flight
flight
mode?
mode,
Because
yeah.
you're just so used to chaos surrounding you.
I mean, you can even ask him when I come home, I'm very like, like I need that. I have to let that out for a
Right.
second and let it diffuse. And then I'm like,
Oh, that You got that blunt ready for her?
no, he, oh,
shit.
what? He having everything ready.
No, she's like, man, I already know how she about to be when she comes home.
No, for real. Hate to see my mouth.
It's alright. You know, he's like,
I'm
man,
excited for her to
shit.
come home. I anticipate it.
Aw.
It's the best part of my day if I'm home first.
That's how she is. Very good.
Okay.
What was the question again?
What attracts you to Precious?
I mean, a lot of things. I feel like who she is to everybody else is mad attractive to me because I am that male version. And when we started being around each other every single day, she realized that I am that to everybody. Every time my phone rings, no matter what time I'm answering, no matter who it is, I'm answering. What do you need? What do you want?
Right.
I'll sit there on the phone, listen to you. I'll sit there and pull up if you need me. I'll whatever. And she made me realize, like, stop doing that. You don't do that for yourself. Why you always available for everybody? You gonna be my nigga, you can't be available for everybody. And I'm like, what? But these are my people. I love them. And she's like, you don't love yourself more? And I was like, damn. So that made me realize, like, her ideology of you need yourself. And in order to be a good man, in order to be successful, like, you gotta have you. Stop being available to everybody. Just how exclusive she operates, no matter what she going through. Like, that shit is the most attractive thing to me. Her strength. Like, I'm an emotional ass man, and you probably can't. Nobody will ever know that because that's something that only she deserves to know and experience. But her strength when she faces any struggle or anything that's stressful, any casualty, like, she is, her willpower to be strong is always fucking there. Like, she's always gonna figure out how to solve something, even if that's not what she's supposed to do at that moment. So it's hard for me to tell her things and any problem that I have or anything that's wrong with me because she's solution based, and it's like, sometimes I don't want your solution. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to, I'm not telling you this because I want you to solve my problem. I don't want you to take on that burden. But like, and she's just such an amazing person. I see that she takes on everybody's burden around her, and what makes me the most attractive to her is the fact that like she's allowing me to take her burdens off her.
That's a good answer.
Aw, I think
love
she needed
it.
to hear that. That was nice, Gio. And honestly, I'm being honest. Like, you don't really hear men really talk about shit for real. Like, they're like men. They're just so pent up with like emotions and shit. So it's good for a woman to hear that for real.
I'm hella emotional with my woman. Like, she
She
deserves
needs
all
that.
of that shit.
She's
If
been
I
through
can't
a
be,
lot.
if I can't be emotional with her, where can I be?
Like I said, you need someone, like especially the person you're with. Like, they should be your safe place. You should be like you say. You look forward to her coming home. I always look forward to him coming home because it's like when he's home, it feels like a home. You know, when you got and then you guys have kids together, you're really gonna experience that with someone. I never knew what a home, I guess, really felt like because certain ways I grew up in and just I grew up with a lot of fighting and chaos too. You know, and it to me that's not a home. A home should be peace, loving, and I understand. You know, it's like I just growing up. You get older. I always say everyone is human. So that's why I don't point fingers. I don't judge people. You know, it's like everyone's human no matter. You're my parents. You're my family. You're my best friend. I will never judge you because you're human too.
Yeah.
But I know what it's like to grow up in chaos. So I always make sure my home is always
Zen.
Yeah. like good energy. Just because it's like you just need that, and especially with the person you're with. You know, you want to feel that.
Mm-hmm.
It's sad. You know, it's like I mean, people go through things, and a lot of people you're gonna have your moments where you fight, but there's people who really just go through.
Every
mean-
single thing that we've went, I don't mean to cut you off, babe, but every single thing that we went through that was difficult, like that caused any type of pain for each other, did nothing but make us grow. And I can't be nothing but grateful in our relationship because in order for our relationship to succeed, those things gotta happen so that she can have the man that she needs for her future.
And she'll always. I mean, she's always. As long as I've known her, she's always been a good friend and a good woman and a good woman to
Absolutely.
everyone in her life. But when I learned that as a woman, she can say this, I can say this, and Precious is that any woman can say this is when you're with a man, if you treat a woman truly right, and don't matter, like there are some women unfortunately who are always about money and that's all they care about. You're gonna get that. But then there's
That's just
women.
important too, though. That foundation, like that's all that woman cares about because whoever she's with ain't caring about that
Right.
and taking on that burden.
Yeah.
And you know, like I as a man, obviously I'm a provider, so like I take care of that shit on the surface level. But like she made me realize, like I got, even if you can provide, like I'm still worrying about all my shit and your shit too. Like I need you to take on that too, and she makes me realize that as
You
well.
guys
And
are
it's
one.
like,
Yeah. Instead of just
It's not
you.
your problem and my problem anymore. You
It's
know what I'm
we.
saying? It's like we got a combined list. This is what we have to take care of.
Yep, and
Like,
that's why they always say even when you use certain words, like there's times where like me, like I know you and I were very similar in certain things because of like past trauma. Like I reflect a lot of my past trauma. Unfortunately, like you, I can tell you're a good man. You truly love her. Her man's the same way about her. He truly loves her. I've known him for a minute. I can tell how you are and like how he is. He truly loves me as a man. You know, you guys don't play around about your woman that you're with. Where were we just talking about? Where was I going from this? See, I feel like you don't even know. Kyla, help me out. Kyla, you're always helping me out on this. Kyla, Precious can't. I know Precious. I know she probably don't know either where we're going with this.
I don't know where you're
Gio?
going with it.
as a man,
Yeah, you said as a man.
As a man,
how we
You-
combining our things together because it's not her problem
It's
or
ain't
my problem, but it's
ours
our
and stuff
problem.
like
Talking
that.
about we.
Yes.
Thank you, Gio. God, we all don't know where we're going with this.
Because I didn't know where it was going.
bitch, I got
Oh, thank God. I know me too. That's what's wrong with me. Me too. But thank God we got you here.
We listening.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Gio. You just okay, now I'm back to where I'm at. Thank you. That's why we needed you here. God. Anyways, I feel like when you have that person that you can just see, like, it's kind of like when you can build off that person in a positive aspect. I can't even look at you. Because I know we think the same. When you have that person where you guys are feeding off each other's energy, you're just going to continue to grow and grow and grow. And, like, I don't know. I mean, I know you guys are probably, I could tell you're a hustler. I know she's a hustler. When you guys get money involved and you guys start putting that energy together, y'all can really start just, like, growing and evolving together. And just, like, that's when you really start opening more doors for you and her, you know, as a we. Yeah. You guys got a good relationship. and she's very about her energy, and I could tell as a man you have good energy too. So
She provides the space for me to be able to feel good about myself, to have good energy. Like I could operate at a low level and continue living the life the way I have in the past, and keep being a nigga. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker from the hood. But
you need a
she
girl
took me
that's-
outside of that. She
Yeah.
took me out of. She put me in to this for the first time ever in my life. I sat and listened to nothing but fireworks. I'm 26 years old. With her, I sat and listened to fireworks for the first time in my life.
and you didn't
And not
realize-
gunshots.
And not gunshots and not shooting a gun. You know what I'm saying?
But
And
you
not on
didn't
the
realize
block
that's
with
what you
getting drunk.
needed.
You know, and it's like she gave me a whole different outlook of life. I'm trying to fix my name, like with tickets and anything that I have wrong legally because
That's all
she
right.
put me in a space where it's like I can't have those problems for where we going.
Eventually,
You
you
know?
know, when you get older and stuff, I mean, it's like I look at it too. When you get older with life, you know, if you want kids, you want your kids to see you. You want to be able to raise your kids, and you want your kids to be able to see you raise them. You know, you want to be there for your family. You want to be there for her. So it's like, you know, you're gonna go down one path in life. Like my dad always taught me, you know, with how they grew up. You're gonna watch your friends get locked up, go to jail, things like that. You're gonna watch people get successful in life. You're gonna watch people who just are stuck.
My mom just taught me something the
You
other
know?
day. We were talking. I work from home. Well, I used to work from home. I don't anymore because I just got a new job. But she was working from home that day, and she was like, you know, I just want you to know that, like, I'm really proud of you and Precious because it's scientifically proven that at the age of 26, 27, you, as an adult, have two choices. You either continue to operate on that fun, fast lifestyle, you know, drinking, partying, doing this, and that, and then you let the life continue to pass you by, and then you're 30, 35, like, fuck, what did I do?
Yep, and you're getting
You know,
older.
and then you got to fix
Yeah.
all of that.
And then
Or-
you got to take care of your body too. On top of that,
Or the
You know?
second part is you analyze all the years that you've lived, and either you've already done this, but you're at a point where, all right, I've made that mistake that taught me this lesson. I've made that choice that put this block in front of my road. I made all of these things happen in my life that didn't take me where I deserve to be. So you make that switch in your brain where it 100% changes up here. And not back here, but up in the frontal lobe.
What is it called?
It's
Your
the frontal lobe.
lobe.
It's the
Yep,
third
you
eye.
just said it.
So it switches in your brain where you're like, I need to eat better because I need to feel better every single day, and I don't want those bags under my eyes. I need to wake up and find a balance on my routine every single day and have structure on the life that I'm living. And it's like we doing that shit. She helps me do it even more so because like I suffer from stress and anxiety and like depression. So I've allowed myself to sit in a dark room for years and still keep pushing, and I can't do that because I got a home. I got two dogs that are literally like fucking children, and
You should.
and-
My
and-
parents got two dogs. That those are their babies.
and I got
I
her and a
understand.
life to live. Like I got some shit to create. I can't sit in that depression. I can't sit in
And
that
what did they
stress.
say?
Depression is a luxury that
I
we
was
can't
just
afford.
about to say
Depression is a luxury that we can't afford.
I was just about to say that depression is a luxury, and it's like we literally can't afford that shit. Like, who the fuck can sit there and afford it? And I've done it before, where it's like I've taken a whole week off of work because being around people, talking to people constantly,
It's
then
exhausting.
being bitched at by
And
a
you're
fucking
feeling
boss.
a lot of
It's
energy
like
around
you are.
And
You're
taking all that.
I'm
in.
touching your hands for a whole hour. You know, that's some type of connection. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
you
saying?
are.
So it's
Yeah.
like having that all day, feeling that all day, having that type of energy around you all day. It's like it's overwhelming. You know what I'm saying? And it's like
It's draining.
it's
A
draining
lot.
as fuck.
You just need like a mental health or even a week. Like I get it, 100%.
So yeah, sometimes I'll take that week off, and now I'm like, you know, we be having our talks and about life and balance and how do we operate off having a balanced life to where we don't have to work and hustle life and all that shit and then burn out. You know what I'm saying? Because
Always overindulge.
yeah.
You either overindulge in wanting to relax, you overindulge in wanting to have fun, or you overindulge in wanting to hustle and have work, and then you get tired, like she said, you burn out.
Then you take that week off, and then it's just like, fuck.
Fuck, I fucked up, and now I gotta
Yeah, you
start
fucked
over.
up the
Exactly.
bag. Now it's just like that shit gives you even more anxiety, makes you even more depressed. Because who the fuck want to be depressed then, bro?
No,
Like,
that's too much.
you know what I'm saying? No, that's too much. I have to pick a struggle. Like,
Right.
No, I feel that. I understand.
For real.
Gio, I just want to say thank you as a man for coming on here, being very open and talking about everything as a man. Because I'm being serious nowadays. People really don't talk about how they feel, or just men. Like, I've just
They're scared to
watched
open
it
up.
growing up. I know a lot of friends who are men who just like, I know it's just hard. Or a lot of men, you guys just, as a man, you got to be that tough guy, and especially with a woman, it's just like, it's all right.
But he's
Talk
really
about
that
shit.
person for like all his friends. I feel like
Mhm.
you're the type of person to text your friends and be like, you know, I love you, like, you know,
I got-
stay blessed.
That's
I,
real.
I realized, so when I was young in high school and shit, I always told my boys like I love you, and them niggas are like, what, bro? For sure, like weird. And I told myself,
You know they be loving
when
that,
I was
though.
in high school, no, yeah,
Right.
but they
They
don't
do.
express that. Men don't express that to each other. So I
They
told myself at a
don't.
young age, I was like, I want my mission to be where niggas realize that it's not gay to show love to your brother.
It's not.
You know,
you guys
and
are brothers.
I was like 24, 25. I'm like 25 years old. About 2 years ago, I realized I accomplished that. Because every single person I part ways with, every single one of my guys that I dap up, the first and last thing we say is I love you. And it's a hug. Like, not just a handshake, like it's chest to chest. I don't just shake my boys' hands. Like, I want you to feel this shit. And I instilled that in every person that I'll call my brother and my boy. And I saw that within one of my boys that just took his life recently. His father told me,
It's
You're
okay.
good.
Oh, it's all right. It's sensitive. It's okay.
This is what we need.
my boy just killed himself. This shit fucked with me. Like, it changed my life. In fact, we almost broke up. Because I lost myself. Like, I wasn't able to take care of the home. I wasn't able to take care of her. I wasn't able to take care of myself. And that shit went on for like a couple weeks after he took his life. And fucking, his pops told me, he was like, my boys told me, they were like, we're extremely grateful for who you are. Because if it wasn't for you, he would have never told us he loved us every fucking day. Like, that's something that he took to heart. That I love you shit is like real. Like, make sure you tell your people I love you.
I tell her. I tell my friends
Like,
all
that shit's
the
fucking
time.
real.
Mhm. Yeah, it is. It's like you lose people. I've lost so many people growing up. Like you know, you're experiencing it. It's just, it honestly, like I tell her, like she could be having a bad day, or like I send her things all the time, like as a friend, just like, and she'll tell me all the time, like I needed that, you know, it's just like you don't realize, like I said, everyone is human. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people need, especially as a man. Like I know
Because they hide that shit so much, and it's just like
I see it. Trust
being
me, I
at
know.
war with the world, and then some people gotta come home to war. So it's just like,
Exactly.
how do you express that?
It's just everyone is human. That's why I hate the world we live in right now. It's like, well, you're a man, you're this, well, you can't be like this.
Everything's so labeled.
Or now it's like you say, woman. It's just the world. Social media is such a huge thing. We're now woman. You know, it's like I'm a baddie. I'm this. I'm so independent. I don't need a man. We're women. They're so hard now. Where it's like, as a woman, why do you want to be like that? You can be a bad bitch, but I still want my man
But
to
I
make me
don't,
feel soft
like,
and be like
who-
a woman.
I don't.
You
Who
know.
the fuck created feminism? Because
It is the world we live in, dude. But it's like, Gio, I appreciate you just talking about how you feel. Like I said, like we've had, even like in the past, like we've had men come on here and like really express how they feel. And I'm like, one, that's what a podcast, I don't know, talk about stuff, you know, like talk about how you feel. Like, and me and her, like that's why we do this too. It's like, it's such an open space to talk about how you feel, you know, be open, like how you just did. And like, I appreciate that.
Y'all keep that shit too.
I'm going
We
to.
will.
Thank you.
We planned on it.
we already.
If I didn't want to, I would have told you.
You made
like,
me
take that
tear
shit out.
up. You made me
Yeah.
tear up. But like I said, I just told you things.
That
Like
was a
I,
real moment.
like I genuinely appreciate it as a man, because it's like when I feel like other men watch this, and I speak
It becomes
this,
relatable.
and then it makes
Mhm.
it comfortable, and like it shows that I really can speak up. I really can feel a way, and it's like it's okay to feel. 'Cause,
Right.
like,
I'm just a regular motherfucker, you know. Like
You are human.
You look at me on the outside, I'm a cool, young, hip, like you know.
You look like a tough guy, but I bet you're such a teddy bear, and I can tell how you treat, and I can tell how you make
I
her
said
feel.
that when you
That's all I heard.
I can
That's all I
tell.
heard. That's all
You
I
are
heard.
that guy. You are. I feel like you definitely. I mean, I know you. I know you could probably beat some ass. And you might be able to do something to someone. But I know that you are a big teddy bear, and I can tell you love her, and that's what she
Motherfucker
needed.
don't
Because I've
fight.
watched her, and I've seen her in the past, and I've seen her be like this hard shell girl, and it's like us women don't want to feel like that. We don't want a man that's gonna make us feel that way. And like seeing her how she is with you, and then as a man, seeing her bring that out as a man.
Y'all both have witnessed.
Yes.
No, we have. So
Yes,
I can
'cause
speak that
Precious
for
has
her.
always had to be the hard exterior.
I think this is
Always.
actually the most
She's soft.
softest I've seen Precious.
Damn.
But
Where's the gun?
that's a good thing for him.
That shows how hard you have always been. All these
I mean
years.
but it's not a bad thing. I've been hard. I mean, honestly, this I don't know to her, but maybe this is the most I've been. Where finally it's like,
Yeah, but I feel like my heart has always been very like intimidating, dark energy
Yes.
vibes. You know what I'm saying?
you
Like,
never met that person that brought that nice side. Not nice,
Someone that's not
but
gonna
just like
argue.
soft
Can't
and
get
like you
scared
said,
away.
he makes you feel
Exactly.
calm. Like he's a calm energy man. You can tell he truly loves you.
Mhm.
You know, and you do realize that. Like I know my man is, and I know her man truly loves her. You know, you don't find that no more. And that's
At all.
genuine.
I don't find that shit no more at
Some
all.
of you niggas stupid.
It's
Anyways.
fuck.
But girls are, but you know what? Girls are just as bad too.
Yeah, no,
It's
we,
Oh
we
my
can,
God,
be-
they're
we
we can
getting
be
worse.
one-sided.
And I'll defend the men on that because girls are bad.
Mhm.
Girls are, bro.
Because I think
girls are
They turn
shysty
into
as
the
fuck.
niggas.
No,
Yeah.
it's bad.
It's
But,
nobody's fault but ours, though. Us as men, we force women to force themselves into that shit.
Mhm.
I feel like men today, and I can't speak for everybody clearly, but like, I mean, I work at a salon, so I see couples come in all
Yeah,
the
you see
time, and
that.
my head takes like statistics. I'm like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
the guys today literally want to be the princess. They want to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's
and
what I'm
I
saying, it's
don't.
'cause of women.
I'm not saying like whatever your dynamic is, that's your dynamic. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? But
Mhm.
like to hear some of the shit come out of these guys' mouths, I'm just like,
Like what?
bitch, you really like are with this?
It's not. That's
motherfucker?
not.
like.
Not saying like you have to stick certain ways, but like me personally, I like the old school way. Like
Yeah.
he is to you, I can tell how he is to you. My man is to me, how her man is to her.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, we're gonna how you the energy. Like she said, the energy you give me is energy I'm gonna give to you. How you treat her is how she's gonna treat you. You
He
treat
says
her
like a
good.
mirroring effect.
It
You
is.
treat me like shit, I'm gonna treat you like shit. I can't like. I don't want to say I can't, but it's like it's hard.
how you
to
treat
be the
someone
bigger
good that treats you
person.
like shit.
Yeah.
Like straight up. How
And I
why am
understand
treat you,
You
right
want
when
me
treat
treated
me
like a
shit?
king when you treat me like boo boo.
The thing is, that's when it becomes consistent. I understand
And it
people
goes
go through
both
their
ways,
seasons. You know what I'm
you
saying?
know?
You have your bad days, your bad months, whatever
Yes.
the fuck it may be. But like, we have this conversation all the time about how just because you're going through something doesn't mean you have to treat this person that you're with.
You have to
Negatively.
be self-aware.
Yes.
You know,
too.
yeah.
And that's when you have to really start realizing, which people don't really get to that point. Like you, I tell he's aware of his shit. 'Cause he already knows about the funnel and all that shit. But I'm sure because you too.
No, he be
Oh, he knows his shit.
he
Okay.
be teaching me. What
That's
do you
good.
mean?
That's good. He's aware. But when you start, I realize, like me, I feel like this year and last year is when I really started becoming more self-aware of my own self.
Mhm.
Like you're talking about having more patience. I'm the same way as you. Like I can get lit up so quick, and I feel bad because like I'll do it to him, and I'm like, you didn't even deserve that. And I'll tell him later on, I'm like, I'm sorry, I did not mean it. And he'll be like, it's okay. I'm like, that's not okay though, because I'm like, I don't want someone to treat me like that.
Yeah,
And I'm very self-aware of that. Where now I notice things.
we just don't
where-
process it till after.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's always what
Y'all gotta know that for us, though, it's like, if not us, then who? You know
That's
what
why I
I'm
said
saying?
everyone is human, and it's like you can't look at, well, you're my boyfriend, well, you're this, so I can treat you this way. Like,
No, that
You're
becomes
human.
very like
Yeah.
toxic.
and
Like,
that's how a
only
lot of
thing that
people
can
treat
make
each other.
The only thing that can make a difference, though, is how I learn how I react. It will
Mhm.
change the dynamic of how that shit goes.
100%.
Yes,
You know
agreed.
what I'm saying?
If you're
Like,
yelling and this and that, she's gonna get all frantic yelling back. You're calm mannered, and she's in like some kind of mood. She'll stay calm. She feels your calm energy, and it's gonna
It just
reflect
slowly
from
It's
her.
Slow
circumstantial.
down.
It depends on the situation.
Mhm.
It literally depends on that exact moment, that exact reaction, that exact situation will determine, like,
which way you need to take it.
Mhm.
do I need to engage? Do I need to diffuse? Like, if I diffuse, is it going to cause an even bigger problem? If I engage, like, is this a conversation she's going to feel comfortable having right now? Me, I need to handle this shit right now. If not, I'm uncomfortable. I'm itching. I'm scratching. I'm
That's how
frustrated.
it is.
She needs space and she needs time.
Mhm.
So the biggest part for the past 8 months has been us trying to figure out how to navigate that, because like if I don't get my conversation, I freak the fuck out. And as much self control as I have, those are the moments when I don't. in our relationship, and I'm learning how to change. So like, I gotta figure out how to give her her space, give her her time, but also seek what I want in the most constructive way possible. How do I tell
So
her?
you guys
like,
are learning like your not traumas, but you're learning like your
Dynamic and
off each other.
yeah.
I'm learning this off you because you're teaching me this. Well, you're teaching me this, so she's kind of teaching you more of when she's angry. I'm gonna say this because I'm the same exact way as her. How you said like you react like me and him. I'm gonna just rarely do we try and argue each other. I don't like that kind of energy. I don't like that in my house. I don't like that around my child. So we don't really argue, but you're gonna have moments. He's the same way. Like when I'm angry, I'm a Taurus, so I can be really hot pepper sometime. Or like us.
Pepper's
that's
cute.
crazy.
We're just gonna use that term.
Yeah, no, that's something.
But it's just like me, I tend to where I hate to be like this person, but I'm becoming more self-aware where it's like I can't treat you like this. When I'm angry, you say things you don't mean. Bah, 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 just to hurt that person's feelings. Now it's like I gotta walk away before I start talking some shit.
No,
Because we truly don't mean to, because I know she might be the same way as me. We really don't mean to, but because we have so much just anger and just from trauma and just so much that's happened in our past life.
It's literally like becomes fight or flight mode.
That's
Because
what
you start
that's
feeling
why
attacked,
we do,
you know?
because you feel attacked and you're going at, but where I'm not going to have you hurt my feelings. I'm not going to have you do this.
feelings before I get my
Yep, and I'm going to walk.
But
So
that
now,
shit is not the
that's
way to
why we
think,
try and
like-
walk away, because we don't want to hurt you for real. We don't. So that's where Justin, same as him. Well, I need to know what's going on now. He's the same way as you. I'm gonna tell you what he does now. He lets me walk away, but I always come back. Like I'm not the one. I'm sure she ain't gonna just walk away and be like, let's
There's
do some shit.
situations where like she'll
come
walk
back.
away, think to herself, and then
She'll reflect and come back to
Come
you.
talk.
Because I gotta have that conversation with myself and with God, and
And
be
that's
like,
what she needs. She
am
just
I
needs some
wrong?
space to
Like-
cool down, and that's the same way I
Think
am.
about
And I
the shit
tell
that
him
he
that you
says.
need to let me walk away before things get really bad. And it's
There's
not.
certain situations though.
Yeah.
There's certain situations and scenarios where it's like, no, you're not gonna get what you want this time. I'm sorry,
And that's where
but
we
you
get
have to
mad.
have this conversation. You're
Yeah.
gonna face this. You can't always keep fucking running away. And if you're gonna run away from every single stressor in your life, you're not gonna fucking succeed.
It's
and that's,
true.
That's one thing. Like you gotta face this shit
It's
in the
100%
most
true.
constructive way possible. Don't face this shit and lash out and just fucking crash
We
into
just
the
don't
wall.
wanna hurt
You gotta
y'all.
face it.
I'ma
You gotta
speak
look
for
at
me
it.
and you. We don't.
But
I'm
why are
telling
those
you.
thoughts even coming to your head if this is the person you love? You feel me? That's what we try to steer from.
because it's
That's
not.
what, no. But here's the thing. That's why it's something wrong with me. As a man, I'm doing something wrong if you think of something negative every time I stress you out and we are uncomfortable. You
It's
know what
from
I'm
our
saying?
past
So I had
traumas.
to switch what I'm doing every single day and switch how I'm making you feel all the fucking time so that when you're angry, you're not like, oh, I'm gonna disrespect you. I need some space. You're like, I can't treat you like, I can't even be fucking mad at you, nigga. I love you. Like, you're so good to me. I can't. And we switched that. Like, we don't have those moments anymore where you feel like you need some space or you need to walk away. And if we do, like, they're not happening more often than
And I
not.
feel like because we have those conversations, when I feel like I do need my space, I'm more like, I think I need to be alone right now.
Mhm.
And I say that in hopes that he doesn't get like, in hopes that he doesn't take it personally. You know what I'm saying? Because 99.9% of the time, it's never personal. It's always
Mhm.
like, it's literally me. It's how I'm feeling inside. It's me being overstimulated, overwhelmed, and it's shit that I don't talk about. And just like any fucking normal person, you know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
100%.
sometimes we need our alone space, especially if you live with a person or if you got kids, your baby's always
Mhm.
screaming and you're always tending to somebody. Sometimes you
Yeah.
need that, like,
It's overstimulation.
you know?
Yes, because Jamel feels the same way sometimes. Like, I just have to walk away. I need time to myself. I need to go think. And then he's like, well,
What did I do wrong?
Like, I have a baby screaming. I work at a daycare. Like, I'm constantly hearing crying.
You
and
need
screaming,
silence.
And I just want peace to myself to just go sit in my car and just.
Yes.
And if I gotta call one of my girls to talk, then that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's just a lot going on. And like, I feel like I struggle with communication sometimes. I'll just get really quiet because
Me
I
too.
just don't want to say the wrong thing. No matter, like, I don't want to disrespect him and I don't want him to feel that way.
Mhm.
But like,
Because once you say it, you can't take that shit back.
exactly. So I just get quiet and just like, and
You
then
need
he's
time to
like,
process. My thing is, I get like that too, where I'm
Mhm.
just like, I get kind of mute. One,
Mhm.
because I'm still processing everything that's going on.
mhm.
Two, I don't want to say something that I don't mean for real. That
Exactly.
because I can be very impulsive.
Me
You know what I'm saying? And like, if I say something I don't mean, like, my tongue is going to cut you, like, you know. And as I don't mean for that, especially if I love you, like,
You don't,
I don't
mean
ever
it. Like,
want
you
you
truly
to-
don't mean it, but it's like
so then
it's
you-
hard.
literally, or when I catch an attitude coming on, I'm like, give
You
me 5
feel
minutes,
it
give
in
me
your
5
body, the
minutes.
rage.
I
man.
do, and
I
like,
do
I don't know
too.
what it is, but it's like I feel everything very like intensely. Like if I'm mad,
Oh, you're mad.
it's like World War
Right.
III is going on in my
Let's
head.
go. Let's go. That's where it's going.
If you're sad, you're like crying for real. No,
I'm like, he hates to see my attitude coming.
no. But he loves
But
you
I
though.
love you.
It's alright. He accepts you. He's got the patience for you. He loves you. He's a good
Yeah.
man.
I don't know. I couldn't see it with anybody else for real, like how patient and loving and very considerate
Yes.
of me and my feelings. You know, I've never had that before. Even like growing up with like, you know, my mom was a single mom, so she couldn't really be that nurturing mom. She had to play
Yes.
mom and dad. So it's like
She was
I didn't-
constantly trying to get things
Yeah.
done. Taking
Yeah,
care of
you
your
know, and
dad,
that's hard,
stressed
so
out.
she
It's
did
a
the
lot
best
as a
she
mom.
could with what she had, and
Mhm.
it's like to be in a healthy relationship when you haven't had that shit.
You
It's
don't
like,
know how to
yeah, I be getting mad sometimes. Like, nigga, why you love me so right? Fuck.
like.
I can't even be mad.
I know. I be mad at myself. I be so mad at myself because I'm like, oh my god, what if I can't treat him the way he treats me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I have those thoughts where I'm like, he's so good to me, and it's like, am I doing enough? Am I? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
I'm not perfect. Like I got my moments. You know, I got my things where I need to work and be better. But like I wake up every day trying to be the best at every single thing I do and try to do everything the best of my abilities because I want to impress my girl every day. I want that little smile. I want to bring her that picture as a kid. You know that feeling that your kid gives you. That feeling that your kid receives when they bring you a picture that they drew for you. You know what I'm saying? Like as childish as that sounds, like I want that life. I want to do that with her life. I want to be like, look, babe, I got this house for us. Look, babe, you know what I'm saying? Like
That's what I mean.
that's that. And
You
I
love
know I
her.
need some shit to work on to accomplish that. But like she provides the perfect settings, the perfect layout for a nigga to be the best man he could possibly be for his family.
And that's all she needs. Well, I appreciate you coming on here, and as a man, like I said, just like talking about stuff for real. I really do. It's like I said, people just don't talk about their feelings. Like I said, as men, I just see the world we live in. It's just, and I see why. But just men really don't talk about their feelings, and it's okay. Like we're all human, and like I said, being her friend, I've seen her go through a lot of stuff. I've seen her be shelled up, and honestly, that was probably the best I've ever seen her be with someone, and just happy. And as a woman, that's really what you need, especially as you get older. Like we don't need to be going through drama. You don't need stress. Like when you get older, you do not want that. You just want peace.
No.
You
I
want
like
money.
my
And you want a
little
family.
life. I go to work. I come home to my man and my 2 dogs, and
Yep.
I'm happy.
Yep, and that's your peace.
As long as shit is like taken care of, it's like whatever. Everything will flow the way it's supposed to flow. You know, it's like there's no point in stressing. The debt is gonna be there. The money to be
That's
made is
life.
gonna be
It'll
there.
get
will be.
like,
What it's like when things are meant to be, there will be things happen for reasons. It's like, but I appreciate y'all coming on here and like really talking about some genuine stuff. That's cool. And thank you as a man for opening your feelings and talking about things too,
Thank you for
and
having
expressing
us.
how you feel towards her, because it's always good as a woman to hear that.
Yeah, of course.
So I know she appreciates
I
it.
heard
She
every
hears
day.
it every single day.
I'm so
But
But
that's
for
how
me
it
to do
should
it
be.
I'm so
publicly
happy
and the
for
other
my
people too. Like,
But that's
you
how
know.
it should be. But we appreciate y'all. So thank you so much
Thank
for coming
you
on
guys.
here.
Of course.
Was there anything else, Kala?
Nah, I think we're good.
Okay. Thank you, Gio, again. I appreciate y'all about
Thanks y'all
everything.
for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank
we
you.
hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Peace out, y'all.